Okay, so I wanted to make one last video for the end of the year. It's a idea I had spur of the moment. I think it would be a good way to keep making videos that is book related. And the idea basically is just to do a weekly recap of everything that I'm reading so that I keep updated on what I'm reading at the moment. So normally when I am reading 3 books kind of at the same time because I usually have one audiobook, one physical book, and then one ebook as well. So yeah, I usually have 3 books on the go. Yeah, I still feel a little awkward making these videos, but obviously the more I do them, the more I'll get used to them. And I'm sorry for the lighting. It's nighttime already, and I'm trying not to make the lighting move too much with my head, but so the first book that I'll talk about is, as in my other videos, I'm reading Words of Radiance by Brandon Sanderson. So all my Stormlight Archive people, I have finished the first one in the series, and I'm currently making my way through the second one. I'm about 340 pages into the second one now. So I'm in part 2. I think I'll try to keep these videos fairly spoiler free. I guess if I'm going to have a spoiler section, I'll announce it, and I'll make sure that people that want to skip the spoilery area, they're able to. So yeah, so far I'm loving this book. I have been making a goal to read about 10 pages a day because otherwise for the physical copies at least, I struggle to actually read consistently. So I've been setting a little goal for myself to do at least 10 pages a day, and I've actually been doing pretty good with Words of Radiance for that. In terms of the plot, I find this one is picking up a lot faster than the first book. Yeah, I won't get into spoilers for this, but I'm really enjoying it so far. I think I'm going to end up liking this one better than the first book because what I've read so far, it focuses a lot more on Shallan's adventures versus Kaladin, because I think Shallan is probably my favorite character out of the books right now. But yeah, and I got this for Christmas. I'm super happy. I got the first 4 in the series for Christmas. And then once the 5th one comes out this year, I'll wait to get the paperback version of it. So then next, so that's the physical book I've been reading. In terms of ebooks, I have Libby, which I started recently. It's on my phone. I was reading The Goldfinch by Donna Tartt, but it is a very long book as well. The ebook version is 1,340 pages, I think. The physical version, I think, is like 860 pages. So I only actually read about 150 pages before I had to return the book. I am on the wait list. It says I should get it back in about 2 weeks, I think. But I like the book, but I find the pacing a bit slow. That's why I was actually struggling to get through it, because I think just knowing that it's a 1,300 page book, and with how slow it was going, like this book is also 1,300 pages, but I find this is moving a lot faster. Because in terms of the plot, I feel like only 2 main things have really happened in the book, and I'm 150 pages in, so I'm just like, okay, can we get to the next part? But I really enjoy her writing style though, so that's what's pushed me to keep going through it. And the reason I picked it up was because one of my favorite booktubers, apparently it's her favorite book, so that's why I ended up trying it out. It's Christy, I think. I can't remember if it's Christy or Chrissy. Ann Jones is her YouTube handle. But so I had to return that. So the one I'm reading now is The Left Hand of Darkness by Ursula K. Le Guin. So it's sci-fi. And I think I'm about 50 pages in. And so far I really like this book. I like the direction it's going. And it's only 450 pages. So compared to everything else I'm reading, it's quite a bit quicker read than my other options. And for the ebooks, I generally read my ebooks when I'm in the car, and I have been in the car a lot lately, so I am getting through them a lot quicker than before. And then the last one I'm reading, I did read this physically before in like June or July of this year, but I got the audiobook and I'm going to do the Dark Tower series on audiobook. That's my plan so far. So it's not new to me because I read it so recently, but I just wanted to have it really fresh in my mind for doing the whole audiobook read through. So I think I finished on chapter 5 this morning. I wanted to finish it before the end of the year, but I think I still have like an hour of audiobook time to get through it, so it's quite a bit. But the twist, I've kind of gotten to the climax twist part of the first book, and I remember the first time I read it, it was such like a gut punch. Like I wasn't expecting it. I would give it. I have read a few other Stephen Kings. I haven't read a lot of him, but this is definitely one of my. I would rank it higher among the ones I've read. Like I think I've read Misery, The Shining, Pet Cemetery, or Rose Madder. I started it, but I only got about a chapter in, and then I quit for some reason. I think that's all I've read by him. That off the top of my head, those are the only ones I've read by him. So I want to read the Dark Tower series because I know it's pretty fantasy heavy, because I like fantasy, so I thought I would give it a try. But other than that, I think that's pretty much it. I plan to read a lot more this year. I've started a tracker to start on January 1st of like how many pages I read in a day or how much time I listen to an audiobook in a day. And I'm set up for the 52 books a year club. They have a buddy read, and I'm going to be reading The Violin Conspiracy with like as a buddy read. I've got it on reserve at the library, so I'm going to pick that up once it's ready. And I think it should be interesting because I'll be reading it as a musician's perspective. I'm interested to see how accurate, the research that was done into the musical aspects of the book. So I'm interested to see how accurate it is, or like if I'll enjoy it or not, because I'm kind of in that world. But other than that, I was doing this video as a bit of a practice break because I've been practicing a lot lately because I'm doing a audition tape this week, so I need to be practicing a lot. So I thought this would be a nice little little practice break. So I think I should get back to practicing now, but thanks for listening.